going live, right? Coming up in tonight's show, Martin's journey, how I've got on this week with my own personal weight loss, and our topic of the week, as chosen by you guys, something that we can discuss and I can advise to help you on your weight loss or weight maintenance journey. Make sure you've eaten before this next section, because this is guaranteed to get your taste buds tingling. Get your pen and paper at the ready, because it is our low-calorie recipe of the week. And finally, a little bit of a taster of what is coming up next week. So without further ado, it is time for this week's Mondays with Martin. Hello, good evening, everybody. It is episode 21 of your Mondays with Martin. How are we all doing? So I hope you are well. I hope we are all here, and yeah, I hope you've had a good weekend. So you have to excuse the way I look at the moment. So as you may or may not remember, last week I explained I had a raging toothache. That has not gone. In fact, it's probably getting worse. So, you know, I'm getting on through. So, but I'm here for you guys right now to give you your weekly dose of me. Just bear with me. I just want to... do that. Right. So, yeah. So, Mondays with Martin this week. As you know, we always start off with Martin's journey and how well we've been doing, or how well I've been doing. So, I've done quite well. I've lost 1.25 pounds this week. So, I am super duperly chuffed with that. I had a mental weekend this weekend, to be honest with you. Lots of gigs. Unfortunately, due to this issue I've got going on in my face and in my throat, I did have to have a day off on Sunday. Feels like I'm swallowing razor blades. Hello, Charmaine. Good evening. Welcome. So, yeah, so I've had a busy weekend, but I lost 1.5 pounds this week. So I'm pleased with that. I am pleased with that. Like I say, I am still struggling with this tooth. You can probably see it spreading up into my eye. I hadn't actually realised before now actually how bad it had gotten on the front of swelling in my eye. Could also be a mix of the hay fever. Who knows? But so yeah, so I've done really well. Like I say, plenty of gigs. Did take the day off on Sunday, unfortunately, and I hate cancelling gigs, but it is what it is. Reason for that today, bit of advertising, plus my hair is goofy as F, so we'll just hide that under there, hey? We'll just hide that under there. So the topic, we got a brilliant topic of the week, and again, I've done my research into this, and I've provided. Actually, I have not provided you slides. Vanessa has provided us some slides because I was taking Littlen out for her swimming lessons. So Vanessa, as always, I kind of left it to the last minute, but Vanessa sorted that for me. So thank you very much, Vanessa. I appreciate you for doing that, my lovely. Recipe of the week this week actually comes because Charmaine asked for this. So yeah, today's recipe comes because Charmaine asked me to do a recipe of this. And then obviously we got next week is our... Bear with me, I'm just trying to sort out this screen so I can see everything properly. There we go. So yeah, so the next week is... Thank you very much for the like, Charmaine. Next week is National Barbecue Week. So that's going to be the topic for next week. The topic and the recipes. I've been shopping today and got loads of goodies to make some various different barbecue-y, healthy barbecue-y recipes. And yes, there will be my famous coleslaw, along with another coleslaw which I have come up with that's still on the healthy side. But yeah, so that's it. With reference to the Monday, to Martin's journey, I am going to be trying to get out and walking a lot more now. Trying to do a lot more walking and getting the dog out. So I'll let you know how I'll get on with that. I want to try and up. I mean, I'm doing maybe 6,000, 7,000 steps a day without doing too much, if that makes sense. So I think by upping it, I'd like to hit the 10 to 12,000 steps. That'd be nice. But yeah. Anyway, let's move on, getting into it. And you know, where we go next is... Topic of the week. So the topic of the week, and I apologize to any of my male viewers here, but the topic of the week is very much centered around females. And we got some fantastic slides which Vanessa has done for me, so this is brilliant. I did all the research, I got it all here, but Vanessa did make the slides for me while I was out earlier. So the topic of the week this week, if I press this button, this should work, is polycystic ovary syndrome. Okay, so a common and massively underdiagnosed cause of weight gain is PCOS, so polycystic ovary syndrome. And this is a common condition that can double the risk of being overweight and almost triple the risk of being obese. And the cause of PCOS is unknown, however. 70% of women with this disorder do not even know that they have it. And up to 20% of women, if not more, actually suffer from this condition. Now, given these facts, it is possible that over half of overweight women actually do suffer from PCOS. And it's surprising that more people are not aware of this, okay? At the One-to-One Diet, we, as a business, as a company, we are working on better understanding PCOS, given its prevalence and the substantial effects of weight gain and loss. And as a company, we help with aid and support to different studies researching into dietary effects with this condition. So, what is PCOS and how is it diagnosed? So, polycystic ovary syndrome. We are still unsure of the cause, but we do know PCOS is considered a hormone disorder with 3 common features. irregular, less frequent, or heavy menstrual cycles, excessive male hormone production, and a higher number of ovarian follicles. So these are the three main things. Okay, and having any two of these will lead to a positive diagnosis of polycystic ovary syndrome. So, other conditions associated with PCOS, in addition to hair growth where it's not wanted, acne, and a disruption of ovulation, PCOS can also cause liver problems, inflammation and increased heart disease risk, and sleep apnea. But a major disorder which is most associated with weight gain is decreased insulin sensitivity, as what happens with type 2 diabetes, and a condition called metabolic syndrome. So metabolic syndrome is a combination of common unhealthy risk factors. So these include raised blood pressure, excess fat around the waist, low levels of good cholesterol, high blood fats and high blood sugars, and the last being the key diagnosis for diabetes. I've lost my mouse, bear with me. There we go. So, one controversy is, does weight gain and or metabolic syndrome cause PCOS, or does the hormonal effects of PCOS cause metabolic syndrome and weight gain, which often leads to diabetes? Researchers are now looking at it as two possible types of PCOS. The first would occur in women who are not overweight but have altered hormones which cause ovarian dysfunction. And the second type of PCOS patients would be overweight and have insulin resistance, leading to the same type of ovarian problems. So, looking at both categories of PCOS, most sufferers would be the second type, but this could be because of the insulin resistance and being overweight are so prevalent today. So that's why they would look at it being the second type. But this can make many in the first type of PCOS look like second type due to the underdiagnosis. So a lot of people, until they start getting the overweight issues, a lot of people don't realize that they have PCOS. So they get diagnosed in what would be the second type of PCOS, whereas they would ordinarily, had it been picked up earlier, they may have actually been diagnosed earlier, if that makes sense. Unfortunately, more research is still needed to properly diagnose PCOS. There's not enough known about it at the moment to be able to catch it early or what even causes it. So, but what we do know, though, is currently the majority that suffer with PCOS can benefit from lifestyle adjustments such as healthy eating and weight loss. And again, studies have shown that the one-to-one diet is the best for this. Without doing so, it could lead to other health issues. So fortunately, when it comes to treatment, there is a large body of evidence that diet can I've got a mistake. So fortunately, when it comes to treatment, there is a large body of evidence that diet can produce the most beneficial improvements. I can't read my own handwriting. Yeah, can produce the most beneficial improvements. And like other conditions, the best results are from the most substantial weight loss. So various studies have proven that due to our nutritionally dense products, our plans have the best results in terms of substantial weight loss and in terms of long-term weight loss maintenance, okay? We are unlike any other diet out there. The droplet study used the one-to-one diet plans to conduct the study. Okay, so the droplet stands for doctor referral of overweight people to low energy total diet replacement treatment. Okay, and during this study, it was proven that the one-to-one diet proved best for improved blood pressure, for cholesterol and insulin sensitivity. So, just to recap, whilst we still do not know the cause of PCOS, studies have proven that following plans from the one-to-one diet can vastly improve your symptoms and is proven for long-term better lifestyle, long-term weight loss maintenance. So I hope what I've discussed here around PCOS has made sense. I've done quite a lot of research into it today and trying to come up with a nice bite-sized little episode for you around PCOS and the struggles and the studies. Like I've just said, it is still highly unknown what is actually the cause of PCOS, because there is a varying range of women that suffer with it. It's leaning towards the fact of it is very much underdiagnosed, but then caught later, and the symptoms and the hormonal response is what's causing women to become overweight. But then there's also, because they're getting diagnosed once they're overweight, they're like, well, is it the overweight that's causing this hormonal issue that's causing the PCOS? So there's so much that is unknown about it at the moment. And at the one-to-one diet, we are still doing as much as we can to aid and support by using our plans for all these studies and research. I mean, there are so many studies and research out there that have proven that in various different cases, like I've discussed in previous with diabetes, that our plan is the best one out there. When it comes to just general weight loss and maintenance, studies have shown that with other diets, that after 6 months, people start putting the weight back on. They gain, if not what they had lost, but a lot more. Whereas with the one-to-one diet, not only with our nutritionally dense products, but also with the one-to-one support that we give you as consultants, it is proven for long-term maintenance. We've got people that 6, 7, 8 years down the line, they are still maintaining their weight loss. And that is absolutely fantastic. And the studies are out there. They're public for you guys to go and see as well. And it is absolutely fantastic. So, unfortunately, the female body fights against itself quite a lot with a lot of the issues that you have, whether it's down to menstrual cycle, whether it's down to the menopause, which I'm doing research into the menopause and diet as well at the moment with some of the stuff that we've got available as well. So I'll do a bit about that as well for the older ladies that are here that are dieting. But I'm just trying to give you as much helpful information so you can understand stuff. So like last week, I touched on plateaus. And is it a real plateau? Is it your body adjusting? Is it the time of the month? Whatever it might be that is causing you. The female body is a mystery. So is the female mind. Tell you that for nothing. So I'm trying to give you all these sort of like informations while it's coming up fresh in my mind. So I hope that's been helpful. If you've got any questions, do fire in my way. I'll do my best to answer them, but I can only tell you the knowledge that I have. So, next, what we got for you? Recipe of the week. Mature, not older. I'm sorry, love. You can be mature but young. Yeah, older. So, So, aged like fine wine. Yes, recipe of the week. So this one is Jennifer Edward. How are you doing? So this one is inspired from Charmaine. She did ask, is there a chance I can do a recipe including this? So without rambling on, I'll talk about it a little bit more. Here is your recipe of the week. So here we go then, guys. Some gorgeous loaded potato skins coming up at 243 calories per serving at a great cost of just £1.97. This recipe serves 3 for step 3 and above. Let's get into it. So firstly, you're going to want to take 3 bacon potatoes, around about 150 grams each in weight. Going to take a sharp knife and carefully pierce them all over. Then we're going to wrap these in tin foil and we're going to pop them in the oven at 180 degrees for 30 minutes. So whilst they're in the oven, we're going to get 6 bacon medallions and we're going to slice these and then we're going to dice them so they're around about 1 centimetre.
Ooh-wee, we got new likey on the street.
Pop these to one side and then you want half a red onion and we're going to finely dice this and we're going to pop this to one side also. So after half an hour, remove the jacket potatoes from the oven, take them out of the foils and pop them back in at 180 degrees for a further 15 minutes just to start crisping up the skins. So while the jackets are finishing off, you want to take a non-stick pan, get it nice and hot, add a few squirts of your low-cal spray, and then over a medium to high heat, you want to add in your bacon and your onions. And we're going to fry this out for about 3 to 5 minutes until the bacon's nice and crisp. Once the jackets are finished, remove them from the oven, cut them in half, and carefully spoon out the potato from inside the skins and set the skins aside. And then back into a pan on a low heat, we're going to add the potato in with the bacon and onions. Going to add a pinch of salt and a pinch of pepper. And then you want to add 2 tablespoons of 0% fat creme fraiche. Now give this a really good mix and make sure that this is all nicely creamed together. Once you're happy with your mix and there are no lumps of potato left, go ahead and start filling those jacket skins back up. Once you've filled all the skins back up and you've used all that mix, you want to take 30 grams of grated cheddar and just put a little sprinkling on top of each, and then these are ready to go back into the oven 180 degrees for 15 minutes. We're going to be serving these with 100 grams of fresh salad. So with mine, I'm going to be using 1/3 of a red pepper. Get that nicely sliced. 1 tomato cut into 12. A few slices of cucumber and 2 spring onions nicely sliced. And now your jacket potatoes have finished cooking. It's time to plate up this bad boy. So you want to take a handful of mixed leaf lettuce. Add your other bits of salad evenly distributed between the 3 plates. And then go ahead and pop those bad boy jacket potato skins onto the plate. Would you look at that? Absolutely delicious. Like I said, this is for step 3 and above. This video serves 3 people at 243 calories per person at a great cost of £1.97 per serving. Go ahead and try it for yourself. Leave a comment down below on how you got on with it. And remember, like, share, follow and subscribe for more tasty recipes from One-to-One Team Thomas. And that was absolutely delicious. We had it for our dinner today. So with a busy weekend, and I was decorating all last week, so I didn't quite have time to prepare as much as I normally do. So I did that today for our tea. It was absolutely delicious. I really highly recommend it. It's low calorie, or 243, so it's quite low for step 3 and above. So you can use this as a nice low calorie lunch, and then you've still got your 400-ish calories for your dinner in the evening. Absolutely banging. It was so delicious. Creme fraiche, something else that I've recently discovered, especially the 0% fat stuff, really, really good, and low in calories for bulking out and making these sauces. In the air fryer, that's what I did mine in. They crisp up nicely. To be honest with you, I'd probably say 25 minutes in the oven in the foils, and 20 minutes out of the foils. But it's up to you. They crisp up nicely. It is. It's easy to prepare. The only thing that takes long on that is the jacket potatoes. That is it. The jackets take around 45 minutes. But absolutely delicious. I really suggest. And you can mix it up a bit. You don't have to use the bacon. You can mix up. Just be careful and watch what calories you're putting in there. Fromage frais, yeah. 0% fromage frais is a good one to use as well. But absolutely banging meal. So really do go ahead, give that a try. It's a nice light summery one as well. So it's quite a short episode this week. I seem to have got through everything quite well, so I apologize about that. You could. I wouldn't necessarily pre-cook and then warm them up. I don't think it would work quite the same. But yeah, you leave them in, you get on with something else while they're doing, and then while everything else is prepared. Thank you very much for the like there, Rachel. Whilst everything else is, you could prepare everything else, and then it's just a case of, you know, bang it back in. You could even pre-fry the bacon and the onions, and then mix it. That'll reheat when you mix it in with the that'll reheat it when you mix it in with the potato. And you could add some paprika. I didn't add paprika because Vanessa's funny, you know that. But you could add some more paprika in there as well. So, yes, I think you deserve a short episode. I get, but my concern, the problem is when you reheat jacket potatoes, the skins don't go as crispy. Jacket potatoes are not always good reheated. That's just my only advice coming as a chef would be to try not to reheat them. But each to your own. There is no problem with doing it. I am going to do another loaded jacket potato recipe in a few weeks with a little bit of a twist. So you'll want to keep an eye out for that one. Next week is National Barbecue Week. So next week's topic, the whole episode is all around barbecue foods and stuff to go with it. So I've got my 2 coleslaw recipes that are coming your way. I've got a hummus recipe coming your way. And then various barbecue goodies coming up for you guys. So that'll be in next week's episode. Along with some safety advice with the good weather that's coming up our way. But other than that, just want to say massive thank you to you guys for tuning in today. Yes, you do need to be present, so you need to come here this week because I'm doing it this week. So if you can get down here, say Wednesday maybe, then you could come and be taste tester. Taster. Taste. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. It's time for me to take some more painkillers, to be honest with you. Because I got too fat. It's getting sorted next week on Thursday, hopefully. Yay! So hopefully I'll be back to my normal bubbly self. Not that I'm not bubbly now. I just feeling under the weather. But thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you do tune in next week. Remember, share this around with your friends and family, because at the end of the day, even whether you're a client of ours or not, I do this to try and help you all out across the whole world, as it were. So, and if you've got any subjects, any topics that you specifically want me to talk about, that you want me to research and get into, send us a message, hit us up. I'll do the research into it and we'll get that in as a topic of the week. As it says in the pinned comment, what help or advice would you like? This is here. It is an interactive. It isn't just a recorded episode. This is an interactive stream for you guys, for me to give as much advice as I can. There will be another episode with Vanessa at some point. Going to sort out what topic she wants to talk about and get something going there. But for now, guys, for episode 21 for this week, that is it from me. Go ahead and try that recipe out. You won't be disappointed, I promise you. And remember, guys, choose you, choose us, and together as one, we can make a healthier future. Catch you in the next one.